Hey guys, we're going to do some hand and finger drills today. So there are 27 bones in each hand, which makes up a ton of joints. Anywhere there's joints in the body, there's synovial fluid, so there's a chance that movement can help lubricate that area. But from a nervous system standpoint, it's also going to impact the rest of the body. The more joints, the more impact, so your hands and your feet are super important. I'm going to start with showing you how to do a series of drills, but also wanted to tell you why they're important, benefits that they can have. Obviously, like the nervous system piece that we just talked about. Movement is also, again, going to lubricate and bring in synovial fluid, so that helps prevent pain. Repetitive movements, so these are beneficial for anyone that does repetitive movements like typing, if you write a lot of reports, if you're working at a desk, if you are a painter and you're holding onto a brush all day and you have any sort of elbow, wrist, finger pain, arthritis, any of those things, you can benefit from some of these drills. So we'll go through them really quick. The first one is a index finger lead. So I like to start out here by wiggling my index finger just to kind of wake it up and remind me that this is what's going to lead the figure 8 pattern. So I'm going to start to bring my wrist down into flexion, closing one finger at a time, starting with that pointer finger. Come back through and around, so my fist comes towards me, and then I'm going to open it back up. Then I'm going to come back through, close the pointer finger first, come back around, opening the pointer finger first. So through, flex the wrist, come back around, and open. Obviously you can do this on both hands. I'm choosing sort of like a setup position for a shot for basketball because it's a drill that I really like, but you could play around with this in other positions. So if you do work at a desk and this is like your repetitive movement, it might be most beneficial to you to work on the drill in that position. So we're mobilizing in that position that your body is the most used to. The next one that we're going to do is finger circles. So in this drill we're just nice and controlled, circling each finger both directions individually. You can do both hands at the same time. You can do right and left individually. If you're working with us and you know about testing and retesting, assessing and reassessing, you know that it's valuable to break things up. And so we would test and retest each finger maybe individually. It can be a lot of testing and retesting with range of motion, strength, but these drills can have a unique impact on your performance, decreasing pain. So all the finger circles, we'll get through those. Then we're going to do an opening and a closing sequence. So I want you to start with, let's do the opening sequence first. So we're going to start by making a fist, and then we're going to open one finger at a time. Close back to a fist, and then open one finger at a time. Same thing here, you can do hands together. You could test the right hand doing it alone, and then the left hand doing it alone. Closing sequence, we're going to do the opposite. So I start with the hands open, close down one finger at a time, finishing with the thumb, and there's a few reps there. Then the last one we're going to do, well, two kind of individual drills, flexion waves and extension waves. So on a flexion wave, we're going to curl the fingers down, reach down towards the wrist, and then straighten them out as quickly as you can and keep fingers extended as you open back up. So down, curl into flexion, reach, reach, reach for the wrist, and then extend back up. One thing we'll see a lot of times here is people will want to flex the fingers and then flex the wrist. So try not to. Try to differentiate the hand moving independently of the wrist. So, or fingers moving independently of the wrist. So flex and then extend. Same thing on the other hand. That is flexion first, so we call those flexion waves. Then there's extension waves. So this one we're going to extend, start in extension, reach down as far as you can, and then roll the fingers back out. So reaching with fingers extended, reaching down towards the wrist, and then roll them back out. And those are the drills. Give them a shot. Let us know Hope you get awesome results with them.